if I want to put multiple IPs over here, I can do that, and I have to separate it with the comma. But I want to open all ports. Like I said, okay, any host, it can be any, so they can reach out to this database. And after that, I just save the configuration here, and there's another file we have to do the configuration. This is this file, okay. And we have to open this file as well. And again, if you scroll down to the hosts, right? It's a local host on this line. And this is the password hash, right? And again, it by default, it was like 127.0.0, and everyone I think knows that's the local host. So I change it to the 0.0.0/0. The CIDR value is also 0. That means it can be any host, okay? Any range can reach out to this database. After doing all the configuration, then I have to restart the service. So whatever the configuration I did, they're gonna take effect. And after that, I went to the client. I'm in my own other EC2 instance, and then I install the yeah, that's the client. Okay, that's for just the connectivity, and this is the command. And on the, I forgot one thing, I'm sorry. Like on the database service, then you have to log in at the PostgreSQL, right? Postgre database. And after that, you have to create a database. Then you have to go back and use the PSSQL, like a client on it, and create a user. And after that, you make sure your database is created and your user is also created. The command for that, is the Postgre database is a little bit different. Like the DT, mean the tables, //DT, that's mean the tables, /DU, that's mean list of users. So I have one user created, and when you create a user, and the command for that, let me show you on the document, because I already did that. So interactive, yeah, here's the command for that. Right, you have to be as a Postgre user and create user, whatever the user you want to create, and space -- interactive, and have space -- PWP prompt. It's mean it's going to ask you questions. So when I hit enter, it's going to ask you, okay, what is the password? And it's going to ask you twice, and after this, okay, it's going to be a super user, it should have all the rights. I said yes. After that, your user is created, and then you have to go back to the PSSQL, right? And then you just run the command. You make sure your user is created, and then you quit it from here. And
Dabashish, can you hear me? Dabashish, he has all of the mic issues. Dabashish, can you hear me? Man. Oli, what is the difference between the
No, you are not here. I cannot install Google.
No, I am asking you, do you know what is the difference between the database user and the operating system user?
And between database user and operating system user, right?
Yes.
The database user, we can use data. We can create user in database, right? That database user.
Bukhari, what is the difference between the operating system user and the database user?
The operating system user is able to log into the computer, and not necessarily, they don't have by default access to the database unless they set it up as such.
What about the database user?
The database user, they have access, to the database, and they can log in, from either this local computer or from outside.
So there is for the specific application database they can access.
Yes.
Yes.
Fatima, do you know what is the difference between them? Database user versus the operating system.
How can I understand?
Shahnaz, go ahead, continue, please.
Yes. Okay. So my database is configured. I create a user. I create the database and I open the ports, right? So I just restarted the PostgreSQL service. So I'm done with configuring with the data. Then I just came to the this client machine and I ran this command to check if I'm able to connect remotely to my database. What is the command for that?
You did the telnet.
Now you can check with the telnet, but what about the user you created with the telnet? You just only can connect with the server, right? Okay, so here's the command for that, PSSQL. But first thing before running this command, you need to install the client. This is just the client, right? To interact with your
PG admin.
yeah, like any PJ, yeah, correct. So yeah, we can run this command PSSQL -, capital U has to be the capital U, and whatever the user you created, and then space capital W and -H. W for the password, H for the host, the database public IP address or the private IP address, okay? And then space -D for the database and FFM. And after that, you hit enter. It's going to ask you for the password, whatever the password you created for this user. And after that, if you get this message like, okay, you are in now. So you can again check, okay, can I see the users from here? Can I see the database? Basically, you want to make sure like, okay, can you interact with your database or no? So, okay, we are done configuring the database. We also check the connectivity remotely. Now we're going to come to our main server, right? And for that, we have a repo on the GitLab. If you open a lot of tabs, that's what's going to happen. Sorry. Yeah, here. So it have the like a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 services, right? So first thing first, we have to deploy the authentication service. I already did that and I think it's working. What I did, I just cloned this. And again, I follow the steps like it's a Python-based application. If we check like the files or it's a Python-based application. So you have to clone that in your FFM server on your machine and see right here. And after that, you have to go inside that repo. And if you work on the Python application before, so you know there are some prerequisites you need them. You need a Python too, but Ubuntu come with the Python, so we don't need to install the Python on the operating system, but we have to install the pip, which is the like Python package manager. We have to install that. And after that, we have to create a virtual environment. Now, why we need to create a virtual environment? We are running a bunch of applications on these servers, right? We don't want them to be like cause any issue, like conflict issue or anything. So what we did, we create a, we're gonna install the virtual environment. It don't come by default. You have to install it. And after that, you have to like create a virtual environment and then you have to activate it, right? After activation, then you have to install the wheel. Now, what is the wheel? The wheel is like a build tool.
I am getting stuck here. My wheel is not installing.
Oh, this one I was able to successfully deploy it. I will help you. Okay, you can set up a meeting with me, no issue. So I have to. I install the pip install wheel. That's like a build tool.
So since the Python is by default installed on the Ubuntu, so you did not install any
Right.
Python, right? So you just use the package manager to install.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yes. And after that, like we created the virtual environment, we activated, right? Once you activate, you're gonna see something like this, right? That means you are in the virtual environment now. So
Yes.
yeah, and after that, this is the file, right? Let me matter of fact show you guys. Okay, there's a file in our in this file. It says the mismatch version, right? We have to fix that. So again, you have to open this with the Vim and enter and scroll down to here. PS Y co like a
Yes,
CO.
I also changed this.
Yeah, you have to change that before you install the dependencies. I mean the dependencies, sorry. You're gonna get the error if you don't do that. You save that. Okay, everything is done here. Now, the first thing you're doing, you have to like delete the migration folder because you cannot clone it. It's by default it come with it, so you need to remove it. I did that already, and then I ran the migration again. But before doing that, we have to make some changes, right? How are you gonna connect with our database? So there's the file on this location. This file contains the database information. We have to open that file with the Vim editor. Okay, and you see here on this line, not this one, after the backslash, I mean it's forward slash, sorry. Then you have to create the mention your username, then colon, whatever the password is. And then after the IP address of the database, and this is the port for the PostgreSQL, and whatever the database name, you have to mention the database name here. And after configuring all those, you have to run the migration. Now, how you gonna run the migration? See, first thing you have to delete it, right? You have to delete it. And after that, you're gonna be running, make sure you have to be on the main directory because this the manage.py application, it's not here. If I try to run it from here, it's not gonna work. So I have to go back. This is the application. I mean, this is the file. So we have to run the command python manage.pydb space in it. It's going to initialize the database, right? And after that, we're going to run this command to migrate the database. And after doing that, right, like you want to make sure, okay, let me see, like my schema came in my database or no. You're going to go back on your client or in your database. It's up to you where you want to go and check it. And you can, since you're already logged in with this user, you just run the command backslash dt, and you're going to see all the table information here. So after that, you have to install
So
the
it means, so after you run the migration, then if you verify on this,
Mhm.
it means all the database table came.
Right.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. And after that, this is the command. I didn't run this command over here because I don't have no changes in the database. Like for example, there's a change in the database. So if you're gonna run this command, it's gonna pull the changes from the database, and it's gonna bring them over here. For example, maybe developer they put the another what you call it another field in the database.
Another table or the
Yeah, yeah.
existing table or the data
Right.
type. Yes, yes.
Right. Yes. Okay. So after that, we installed the Gunicon. Like the Gunicon, if like my team, if they remember, like when we're doing the Node.js application, we use the PM2 tool. It's kind of same. Like it's just like to run the application. So it's a simple command. You run that, you install it. Okay. Now application is ready to run, and after that, you just run this command here. Let me run it. 'Cause I stopped it. I hope it's gonna work. Oh, sorry, the FFM server.
You have to go to the bin, right? NB.
Okay, and let's check the connectivity now. Let's see like if I'm getting any response from the, okay, here. It's running on the port 8000. Yeah, it's working, okay. And if I wanna see the like API, so /API/AUTH auth. So it's working here, okay. Now the issue I'm facing, okay, that's the second thing. Over here, I might need the Faraz help since he done that. So he gonna guide me what to do because I don't want to mess that up again. So next thing, because we did with authentication, now it's time to deploy
Now we
ourselves.
integrate, we have to add another service, right?
Right, yes, yes.
Understood.
So that's the like a user management right here. And again, I'm gonna go inside this repo, I'm gonna clone it. And before that, just let me deactivate the virtual environment. Deactivate. Deactivate. Okay, it's done. So let me get out this directory, do the ls. I have one. Now let me clone the other one.
You should create a folder, so it's better.
Yeah, you're right. Oh. Okay, let's clone this. Okay, now this application have a really like old code, okay?
User management is Node.js.
Yeah, it's Node.js. Yes. It's a Node.js application. I know what are the requisites, like a prerequisite. We need the npm. We need the node installed on our computer, right? So we can install the nvm. That's like a node management user, like a like the version system for the node. We install that and we can go and back and forth. And what me and Habib and Bukhari we did, like we install, because when Shahid Bhai was doing it work for it for him is work with the Node.js version 12. So I used that, it didn't work, and I was going through from 8 to 16. The application keep crashing. So that's my issue. I don't have no issue with the Docker container or, I did that hands-on, it's working for me, but over here I'm stuck. Now I need help over here. I don't know, maybe I did a mistake, maybe I'm just
Faraz,
missing.
which version did you use?
I use version 12.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the operating system? Did you use the same machine or you got the new machine?
I believe I use Ubuntu 20 point or something,
Not 22?
not the 22.
Yeah. What did you use?
Me, I used the latest one. I didn't select the version. That's the other. I was thinking about it too, but I didn't use the
Yes.
like.
So
yeah.
since he used the 20, let's go with the 20. Get another
Okay.
machine.
Okay.
So those kind of things you can easily learn.
Yes, I get the same issue, Shabai.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like
No,
I mean,
earlier is work, and after you shut down the machine, you restart, and it's make the trouble.
that's the funny
And
thing.
I drop
Yeah.
the all database and the table, and I reinstall again everything.
Mhm.
Then it still is a crashing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Which one for us?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
No,
The top?
second. Yes, second from the yeah. That's the one.
2004.
Okay. Okay. That could be the issue. I don't know.
Because that's the most stable version.
Okay.
20, whoever said the latest is stable is lie. It
It's-
takes years to make a version stable.
Mhm.
Or maybe they're stable. Our code base need to be like the bring up to the system, the latest operating system. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's check. I didn't check with this version to be honest with you, but I checked everything else. But
So
my
I
research
started with the
says
operating system. You see that?
it could be, yeah. Okay. So let me clone it here. Before that, let's install the NVM.
And this is one of the very important part for everyone. So if company decide to do the migration and from one to another place, everything is started with the operating system.
Yeah, it's depend on the version too, you're right, because same problem we face with the Kubernetes too. Yeah.
Yeah, because we do not want to just the digging all these nitty-gritty details. We just want to match the system to system, right? So I have one cloud, I have the version 20, and the another cloud I will start with the version 20 because this is proven on the one cloud.
So trial is it, right? Okay. Node. Okay, we have. Okay, so npm install. Comment this. Oh,
Did you
I
close
have to go. I have to go inside the directory. Yeah, sorry. Npm install. Let's see here. If your work come, then everybody should give you a treat. That's the only thing I didn't try, like changing the operating system.
And we started with that. And see, I asked him the one question, which operating system is at 20? And I
Okay.
started with that. So we do not, because you tried the other thing and what you did not try, that's the where we started, right?
Yep.
At least we have done 100 times with the version 20. That's the reason I'm confident about the 20.04.
It's not stable, yeah. Permission denied.
Is it happening here?
It just didn't install. I don't know why. It happens sometime. Let me see.
Change the env first. Go put the information in the .env.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Why is that?
No. He's right. See,
No,
this
I forget because I did years ago, so I can't.
I didn't give the database information here, so
Also delete the node module because we need everything.
yeah. Mhm.
I did 3 or 4 times and I forgot everything.
Yeah, over here.
Make sure you put sudo, otherwise you won't be able to save it.
Yeah. I'm already the sudo user.
Okay, then fine.
Yeah.
You're saying even the install the npm, we need to configure all of this? Did you do the npm install everything?
Yeah, to be honest, it shouldn't give any problem because only it's not going to connect with the database. I know what you're saying. That's fine, but again,
It has nothing to do with the npm.
yeah.
That's strange. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember this. I did it like this.
Yeah.
But FFM something you put it.
FFM _ user.
The errors it showed to you, I never faced this kind of error. Some permission issues. I don't know what's going on.
Kind of strange because it said the permission denied. And he's a, did you do that?
And he's the root user also. I don't know why.
Yeah, FFM.
But let's see, did you do the apt update?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
I didn't, I think.
I don't think you did it.
Yeah, I didn't. You're right.
Eh?
Yep.
You should always do apt update first.
Yeah.
So that's the base operating system. Okay, now try.
See, I'm already this root user. And
Here, good. Now let's try now. It's promising. It's not
Yeah.
giving error.
Yeah, it's not
Good
giving.
news.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
If it happens, it means the sudo apt.
Yep. Because like the AW again. No,
That's
same issue.
the strange part.
That's. I didn't face that issue.
Can you read the error and try to pinpoint?
Yes.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
let's read more details. We do not want to cancel anymore.
Okay.
Because
Link down.
that's weird because
Yeah, the
so when I was deploying, I only faced only one issue, and that was when running the server. And then I had to go to the NB file, and because I think there was some mismatching, I had to just fix that, and it was working.
I mean, the strange thing is that like first time, because I'm using the sandboxes, right? I have 1 hour left. And like after 4 hours, they're gonna destroy the
Right.
whatever work you're doing. It worked. I said, you know what? Let me go eat my dinner and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna start working on it. And after that didn't work. It's again facing the same issue.
so in the package there is like a node dash gyp something that's the denied.
So what is denied? So user being
Should we continue just to see? 'Cause, not every, just only, not all.
Where is my document? This file right here, right?
Let me Google this. Depend.
Mm. But that we installed for the Python based application. I'm not sure. It's different. It's not it. It shouldn't give problem here.
so user being environment denied.
Okay, let's delete the package JSON log file. Let's run it one more time.
Say the under root directory, this is what is causing. I'm in the GitHub, the same message, okay? It appears that node and npm are installed under the root and into a directory controller by root. Normally bash prompt for non-root as is $.
Oh, I have
That's
to install with the $.
means they are saying non-root user. It should be non-root user.
Not just, yeah, okay.
That's what
I always use Ubuntu. Like I don't like to be a root and do everything.
that's avoid that practice really. That
Mhm.
should be the last. Since this is what appears, your output, I would guess that you are using the wrong user to install module. So yeah, I get out and then do the same way.
Yeah.
That's
Switch
what
the
it says.
user.
And the people say, thanks, man. All has run this as a root, therefore thought it was impossible to have permission problem.
Yeah, sudo su Ubuntu.
Mm.
Or since you're a root, just su Ubuntu.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, they
Let's
are
try that.
Yeah.
And that's what it say, people say.
Yeah, no, you are right. I think you are right. Yep.
Or let's say as a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Delete node module again.
Mm-hmm. No.
This guy is saying, I thought it will be impossible to get error with the root user.
I'm doing.
So you have to install.
Now you do sudo apt
Sudo,
install.
sudo.
Yep. Let's see. See, it guides you different way, right?
But you are installing directly, so it's not gonna be version 12. Remember. So you're installing npm directly. It's not gonna be the required version.
Oh, so yeah, we did not mention any version.
Let's check.
Let's see. Yeah, we have to.
Because npm is dependent on the node. So if we don't select the node version 12, it's not gonna be, accordingly.
But we only installed the node 12 is already there. You said it's gonna update the node too?
I think so. I mean, you
wanna-
should double check it.
Hmm.
Because when you use the nvm for installing like node, it automatically installed the npm as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Why is asking me to install it again?
Because you switch the user,
User, yep.
couldn't
Yep,
find
yep,
it.
yep.
Sorry. So what is happening now? Sorry, I was just looking something.
Like you using one user and install, like if you change your user, right? Because that user has a different
I think path or something.
yeah. You have to use that user and install again.
Oh, so we become successful now with the npm, right?
It's installing it. After that, we're gonna like install the dependencies. That's the prerequisite for that Node.js.
Can you please check the the node version and the npm?
Let's see.
It's 10.
It's 10. It's automatically downgraded.
Mhm.
That's good.
No, it is not good. We need to use the 12.
12, okay.
NVM not found.
You have to install everything again from the
Again,
beginning.
yep.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least things installed properly. That's good news. So we're getting there.
It's not found. What is the command? Install NVM or?
No,
NVM
you're right.
install.
npm install 12. That's the right
Okay.
command, but something happened.
Try to
You
sudo.
can try in first install npm 14, then try npm use 12, then
Yeah.
install npm install 12.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's not even installing the
It doesn't
NVM.
matter. Yeah, you have to have the package first.
I think now it's looking better.
If you don't need 14, why are you gonna install the 14?
Yeah. It's 10, right? So NVM install 12.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
Yep. So now,
So you have node and then you have npm both.
yep.
Now,
Yeah.
Is it super good?
It looks like it's working. Let's see. I think it's working now. Yep.
Root user does not solve the problem also, huh?
The same error.
We got the same error. No, is it the same again? No, we got the big error.
Permission denied.
So now it said no, but we had the zip, the different thing was the code.
Access.
Ubuntu FFM user.
Like Operation rejected by operating
operating
system.
system, you do not permission to access this file as the current user.
Okay, so
Shabbai, could you write to the ls-la? All root, you have to change the, yes, all root your user.
Why?
I don't know, supposed to be the Ubuntu.
I am as a Ubuntu, right?
Your Ubuntu, but only your one file is the Ubuntu. The rest of the, I see the root.
Hold on. Okay. You
Yeah,
know
he's
what?
saying the rest of the file for the, the
Yeah,
owner of the
owner is
files are
root,
root.
but you have to change the owner. Maybe that will help, I don't know.
Hold on. We can do one thing.
Why don't you just git clone again under,
Yeah,
in the
that's what I'm going to
Yeah,
do.
like
now.
destroy all the file and
Yeah.
clone it again.
Yeah.
I get the same machine, I change the owner.
DB is a
and-
Linux master, I told you.
And you have to change your owner. And if I think it's work.
That's weird. I never faced that
Yeah,
issue.
Shabai, try to do sudo rm dash
Yeah, I
f
have.
user management file remove. Yeah, that's the best.
We don't have anything here. Yeah, it worked now.
what did you do?
I clone it again.
Okay,
Because I clone it with the root to user, right? I just changed it. So that's why.
so
The
that
Ubuntu user doesn't have the access to the repo I cloned. So I have to remove that. And when
No.
I was as a Ubuntu user, I had to clone it again. So
is what people say on the
See,
problem.
you do the LL and you can see that. All,
LS
yes.
what L S
Yes,
L A?
LA, yes. You see,
Mhm.
that's the reason.
Shah, do you remember what I said today about Devashish?
Yes.
remember?
so,
You see that?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you see, it just proven right away.
Run start run. What is the command? Dave, right?
Run start, run start.
Run start, right? Yeah. Run.
Run start :dev.
Seems like it did.
It worked then.
If you're lucky, it's gonna
It's
work.
crashing.
Otherwise, you might see
Crashing
some
very
error
soon.
too.
So this is the way it crashed.
Yeah, this is why.
Yeah,
It
that's it.
working. Unable to connect to the
So
data.
that's the problem. The database,
Yeah, I didn't
try
change
to-
it, but at least the application is working now.
it is working. Just the
Yeah.
database, it's not getting the
Database, yeah.
connection.
That's a good news. The
Yeah.
issue you had, right?
Yeah, so that's the operating system issue. Yep.
But now I have a question.
Three
Shabai,
things the lesson learned. They stick with the same version of the operating system, and then the use
Yeah.
as the regular user, avoid the root user. I think remaining everything is straightforward, right?
Yeah, my question is again, why it worked for Shahid Bhai?
What did he do?
He used the
he did the
same
same thing we
operating
did, bro.
system we've been using. and it didn't work for anyone.
He used the 22.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it worked first time for me too. That's why, like, you know, I was like, why is not working second time? I did it in front of Bukhari.
Yeah, I can confirm. We did it together. It did get to this point and stopped. For us, did it work for you as well or no?
Yeah, it worked. for me.
Yeah, it works. You change the operating system. That's why.
So let me tell you what. So when I first started working with Kubernetes, I took like, DigitalOcean's 22 point, the operating system Ubuntu. I was having so many issues, and then I switched to AWS, and I used exactly the same operating system. It was working fine. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
No, doesn't. That's the issue. Yeah.
I can tell you this story.
Hmm.
Look, every cloud provider, they manage their services, means the
Right.
system engineer, they manage the services different way. They will not, until you read the nitty gritty details, you will not know what is happening. So what Farad, I think he did a good job. Okay, I do not want
Yeah,
to
but no, he did a good job. Yeah. Like, but
I do not
again,
want to mess around the DigitalOcean. Let me go back to the AWS, because AWS, they maintain, they have the millions of user, 100,000 of company. So they try to manage everything as clean as possible. Does it mean they do everything perfect? I don't think so. But they do a good job with their managing their services.
mm, yep. But again, I don't know, like why it
Now,
was one.
now there must be something wrong with the, the ENB file, because, it gets the, credential from the ENB file to get connected to the database.
That part I understand. That is okay.
Uh-huh.
That is okay. I understood. Now the application is working.
Crash.
Yeah.
Poor Shah
But
got
yeah, like this. After this, see, it's working, right?
Yep.
It's working.
Was
This
not
may
able to
this
come up
this
to
yeah
this
this,
point.
yeah. Over here, after this, we are getting the application crash. I'm thinking why it worked for Shahid, why it's not working, and I've been asking in the everybody, like nobody says even they tried. And Fatuma said it worked for her, and I am
Yeah.
shocked. Like how?
I'm sorry. I have also screenshot.
So that's
Yes,
Ibnu
I
bhai,
can
I
share
have a
it
question
now.
for you.
why you couldn't help her last night then?
Man, I told you, Shabai, when I told you I am free, right?
You said you're
after
free.
I
You
have to
want
go
me to
go
open?
out.
No, you want me to show the
Don't worry
your.
about it, guys. Please
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
Shahbaz,
sorry.
Move on. That's fine. Yeah, go
Shahbaz,
ahead.
I'm trying it right now. I'm getting an error. Connect to the server. That looks like you have the similar kind of issue over here.
Okay, you didn't change the NV file.
Right. This is expected.
Yeah, it is
What
okay.
is
See,
Okay.
you getting
Shabai,
those messages is fine. It's working for you.
But
Yeah.
I'm trying over here right now to even log into the server from into the Postgres server from outside, and it's giving me the error that I had the other night. Error could not connect to the server. Connection
Yeah,
refused.
did after doing the configuration, did you restart your server, like the
Service.
service? I mean,
Yeah,
Oh, let me try that. Hold on.
you can do that.
you do the configuration in the ETC like any application, like you have to restart it. How it's gonna take the new configuration?
Man, once you change anything in the ETC, it's the first.